What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Considering we cover Marvel news, I did not expect what's going on right now between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively to actually get covered at the channel. But breaking yesterday, this was one of those headlines where you read it and you went, what? And then you read the article and you went, oh, maybe that tracks. Breaking yesterday from Variety, under the headline, Justin Baldoni demands Disney Marvel preserve all documents relating to Ryan Reynolds' Nice Pool in Deadpool and Wolverine amid Blake Lively legal battle exclusive. We're going to read through the entire article and break it down because, man, guys, this one is a crazy one. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. So if you're into that kind of thing, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. We'll get into that stuff at the end of the video. Okay, so there's been some re-reporting in the last day or two from this original article, but Variety goes on to say, quote, apparently it does not end with them. The fallout radius of the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni legal battle continues to spread, with Marvel president Kevin Feige, Disney CEO Bob Iger, and director Tim Miller becoming the latest industry figures swept into the drama. On January 7th, Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, sent a litigation letter to Feige and Iger in connection with his client's anticipated claims against Ryan Reynolds, Lively, and other unnamed parties. Variety has viewed a copy of the letter, which calls on the studio to preserve all relevant documents and data with regards to Baldoni. This move comes as a surprise given that It Ends With Us, the film at the center of the Lively and Baldoni rift, was released by Sony and had nothing to do with Disney. But Baldoni's attorney believes that Lively's husband Ryan Reynolds was flagrantly mocking Baldoni in a sequence in Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine, which was released by Disney in July. The sequence features Ryan Reynolds playing quote-unquote Nice Pool, an oafish alternate version of the character hero Deadpool, saying such lines as, quote, where in God's name is the intimacy coordinator, and complimenting Lady Deadpool for, quote, snapping back into shape after giving birth. Lively, who cameoed in the tentpole as Lady Deadpool, recently accused Baldoni of sexually harassing and fat-shaming her postpartum body on the set of It Ends With Us. When Deadpool points out Nice Pool's misogyny in the scene, the later replies, it's okay, I identify as a feminist. During the development, production, and marketing of It Ends With Us, a drama about domestic violence, Baldoni often touted his credentials as a feminist and an ally to women. Marvel and Disney declined to comment, as did an attorney for Reynolds and Lively. Freeman could not be reached for comment. He is believed to be one of the many industry figures whose home was destroyed in the Pacific Palisades fire that is still raging. The litigation hold letter, sent the day the fires began, calls for Marvel and Disney to preserve, quote, any and all documents relating to the development of, quote, Nice Pool character, as well as communications relating to the development, writing, and filming of storylines and scenes in Deadpool featuring Nice Pool. The letter also calls for the studio to retain, quote, any and all documents relating to or reflecting a deliberate attempt to mock, harass, ridicule, intimidate, or bully Baldoni through the character of Nice Pool. Now, quick side note, and because I'm not a lawyer and don't understand the nuance of law and parody, I'm not really sure where an impression of someone is protected, and maybe it's not because he's claiming this was a direct attempt to sort of harass and or intimidate him. Maybe there's a line which parody is not covered, but there's a reason Saturday Night Live can impersonate these characters and get away with it, because you are allowed to do parody. I'm just guessing in this case, maybe there's some mitigating circumstances that he's claiming it's no longer parody but something else. Now, the article goes on to point this out. It's very interesting. Quote, Reynolds, who was a writer, producer, and star of Deadpool Wolverine, has never addressed if there's a connection between Nice Pool and Baldoni, even as, quote, fans speculated about just that long before the current legal clash between the parties that has spawned 3 lawsuits to date. On December 31st, Baldoni and 9 others sued the New York Times for $250 million over its story that relied heavily on a letter filed with the California Civil Rights Department by Lively that accused the director of sexual harassment in carrying out a retaliatory online campaign. The group accused the Times of using, quote, cherry-picked and doctored communications, quote, stripped of necessary context and deliberately spliced to mislead. The complaint also claimed that Lively was one who embarked on the strategic and manipulative smear campaign of her own and used false allegations, quote, to assert unilateral control over every aspect of the production. During an appearance on the Megyn Kelly Show on January 7th, Friedman referenced the Nice Pool character. Quote, there's no question it relates to Justin. I mean, anybody that watched that, the hair bun, Freeman said. He also questioned why Reynolds would use his wife's alleged sexual harassment as comic fodder. Quote, if somebody is seriously sexually harassed, you don't make fun of it. It's a serious issue, Friedman added. The litigation hold letter, which was written ahead of the anticipated claims relating to Reynolds and Lively's torturous interference with contract and civil extortion, goes well beyond the Nice Pool character and implies that Lively Baldoni-style rift exists between Reynolds and Miller, who directed the first Deadpool movie but did not return for the sequel in Deadpool and Wolverine. The director and star are known to have clashed. The letter instructs the studio to preserve any documents and data, quote, relating to complaints made against Ryan Reynolds by any person, including, without limitation, Tim Miller, and Miller's departure from the film Deadpool 2, as well as any instances of Reynolds exerting, quote, creative control over any film project. Miller did not respond for immediate request to comment. Now, the article finishes by saying this: in Deadpool and Wolverine, Nice Pool says of Lady Deadpool, she's gorgeous. She just had a baby too, and you can't even tell. That would seem to mirror Lively's allegation that Baldoni fat-shamed her with similar comments after she gave birth of her fourth child. Parentheses, Baldoni's Times lawsuit claims that he asked for their mutual trainer about her weight because of the back issues that he had, limiting the number of pounds he could lift. In the end credits of Deadpool and Wolverine, the actor who plays Nice Pool is listed as Gordon Reynolds, not Ryan Reynolds. In a strange twist, Lively had thanked Gordon Reynolds in the end credits of It Ends With Us, drawing a seeming line right to Nice Pool. And in July 22nd, in an Instagram post tagged at Deadpool Movie and at It Ends With Us Movie, Lively wrote, "About nice men who use feminism as a tool." So look, as I mentioned already during this video, I am not a lawyer, but we have covered a lot of these sort of Hollywood huge litigation style cases that have been going down recently, and especially here at the channel over the last 7 years. The one between Scarlett Johansson and Marvel was another huge example of this, where no matter what, you come out of the gate absolutely alleging everything, guns blazing, swinging, claiming everything, doing as much as you can. Really, at the end of the day, what ends up happening is that people end up settling, and it's most likely covered by the insurance that you pay for under your companies in case you get sued, and really, at the end of the day, nothing ends up happening. So I'm sure this is not the last we're going to hear of this. A lot of claims are going to be made on both sides, but it is kind of nutty, some of the things that people were noticing before this even went down, and you maybe even have to wonder if this is something he would have initially overlooked, but it was so loud and clear online with people seeing it too that, yeah, still, parody's going to come into play at some point, I would think, by the law. You are allowed to parody people. It would just maybe be something different of what he's claiming is true. We shall end up seeing where this all goes, but you guys let me know your thoughts down below in reaction to all of this. Like I said, you read the headline and it's like, yo, wait, what? But then you read the article and you're like, oh, yeah, you know, kinda. I'm all ears as always. Quickly, we're still giving away PS5s. We've got like 3 in the next 60 days with all the Marvel stuff coming out. Super simple to be entered to win. Hit the sub button, leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on all platforms with original music under the name Allfires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.